Okay, I'm Ashley,
I'm Christina.
and we're both from our, if you watch our first video, we're big fans of K-pop. We're here in New York. Yes, she's known it for about a year or more.
About a year no,
You've known it for about 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. I've known it for a while. Just put it that way. Okay, basically this video is about how the world receives K-pop. K-pop into the world, our title is. It's been discussed a lot for new people who don't know about it, but certain company owners such as JYP, the owner of JYP, and Lee Sooner have talked about K-pop and how it's progressed into the world. One of the things is that how long it's going to last. The first thing is that they've made comments saying that, probably only about 40 years. However, we both think that it's going to last longer. Maybe just will change forms. Like, now it's very techno, maybe it'll be more
I mean,
hardcore.
every music does that.
Yeah, like, it transforms like America's music, except ours moves slightly faster than the world's. The first thing is that a lot of people kind of wonder why. If you ask people about K-pop, maybe if you go to an Asian school, like heavily populated Asians, they might know.
They have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like we're
Yeah, like
it's just what
yeah, they might know about it more. But if you go to if you just ask a random person on the street, most likely they won't know it. There's a lot of reasons why. There are people who have been introduced into K-pop, but haven't gotten very interested in it for several reasons. One of them is the looks, the language, the autotune, and just the overall feel of the music. It's very different from American music in certain ways, and in other ways it's very alike. Some aren't very obvious.
it's very clean K-pop. What I've noticed, it's more like, oh my gosh, I love you because you're so sweet and stuff. But like America, a lot. I'm not saying all songs. I mean, like Eminem's really real, but a lot of the rappers, like the rappers in Korea, they rap about like why they don't like society rather than like, oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, like, I don't dislike, I mean, those are some, good groove songs, but sometimes when you want to just listen and chill and listen to a rap song, it's not the greatest thing. I mean, I've listened to Lil Wayne when I'm, like, angry, but, like, that's about it. I mean, I don't really, I'm not a big...
And most of the, like, inappropriate kind of songs are more under wraps. They've been canceled, like, they can't perform it live.
Oh, yeah, anything relating to alcohol,
yeah,
banned
or
in
partying
K-pop,
at all.
it's gone.
Exactly.
I remember Block B. I liked them. And I was like, I love this song. And then like they mentioned
Freeze?
Barack Obama. That one too. Yeah, and then LOL. They mentioned Barack Obama. Cut. Gone. They don't exist anymore. Oh well, they do. But I mean like, they just didn't go on programs or like that song was banned.
Yeah, they're also.
And it wasn't vulgar at all, really. It really wasn't.
More of those vulgar kind of songs are more from underground rappers, but those are artists and everything. While these that we hear more idols.
Are idols. We're talking about the mainstream.
Yeah. Now the language barrier. A huge turnoff for a lot of people.
Not me. I like it.
Yeah, she liked it.
It's because I've grown up around like a lot of like Chinese, like they speak, and I've always wanted to learn the language. My parents think I'm crazy, but I think it's very nice, and I like it a lot.
So, but the language is a turnoff. If you don't understand it, you don't want to do it. Again, it's like math.
But their expression, their K-pop is so good at expressing their emotions. I think that if you really receive the message anyways, like especially through the visuals are amazing. I wish like American music had these kind of visuals, not like visuals. I just mean like the whole concept idea and that stuff. And there's always subs for if you can't understand.
However, with American, they don't do so much themes. Like there's alien themes.
There's E.T.
Yeah. Well, not like that, but like EXO, they go more in depth into this kind of stuff. It's like a huge story behind it.
That's a first. That's a first. EXO's a first. They have not done that, but I like where it's going.
And then also the look. Okay, I'm not sure but if you really like Super Junior, you know their old look. You know how it was like, teased up. It's like
edgy.
Yeah. However, that for us, we haven't seen that hairstyle for like at least 20 years. We haven't seen that kind of hairstyle.
I like
unless it's in emo band. But for Super Junior, that was only like
to be like a happy band and to have that kind of haircut was just like, are they emo? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't think that.
So basically, we're not used to because our music goes in a way, it kind of goes faster. In a way, it's kind of like fads, while theirs is more serious. It's gonna stay for a while. That type of music. The other thing is the auto tuning. K-pop's Koreans really like their auto tune and their electro stuff.
Well, the mainstream. And
yes. The other thing,
Electro, like some people with really good voices. Like I thought B1A4 has beautiful voices, and then the recent song. It's not that I don't like them. It's just the particular song is not to my taste, and I think it used a bit too much autotune, covering up their fabulous voices.
the other thing is that we're not boy bands nowadays aren't that popular. Let's face it. The only
Well,
one,
One Direction is
yes.
really popular. I mean, like everyone's a Directioner these days. Like you love Zayn Malik, and I love Zayn. What?
Is that the fan name? One Direction?
It's no Directioners. Sorry.
Oh.
See, I like Zayn Malik, and then Malik. My friend tells me it's Malik, but I know it's Malik. And then she'll be like, and then 100 other girls are like, we love him too. He's ours. You can't take him. And I'm just like, I just like him. He's cool. And they're like, no. So, I'm just doing my best as like an admirer. Just listen to all, and I mean, some of these girls, you just listen to their title song and they're like, we love them. And I'm like, didn't you listen to the album yet? I mean, the K-pop things, I also listen to the album. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Okay. Anyway, we kind of go off topic, so please bear with us. The other thing is boy band. Again, we haven't seen that a lot. But kind of, this is another reason. It's a very kind of big reason for people who go more in depth into Korean. But I don't really see it as a reason. I see it more as kind of like an excuse. It's for lack of a better word, people kind of view idols as puppets.
No originality.
Yes. Like, they buy their music. Some of them, they actually
They're just
write.
pretty faces. The ones, And, also, we'll talk about plastic surgery in K-pop in another one because that's, personally for me, I research that topic a lot. Okay? So, okay, anyways,
Basically,
we were
to the
talking
puppets.
about...
They do, for companies, they do buy their music or they have companies who write it for them. However, there are some who do write their own music, such as Tableau. He writes his music. G-Dragon, Jonghyun from SHINee has written songs.
Oh my gosh, I love Song Obsession.
So
you can give it a listen.
It's not impossible, but it takes time. Some people slowly get into it. At first, they're not into it, but then they do. However,
and also, not everybody's Michael Jackson, so they can't produce the same kind of things. I mean, there's, and they don't expect to be treated like Michael Jackson, but they will continue working hard until they get there,
Yes.
So, I mean, you can't expect, not, the American artists aren't that original either. I mean, they buy their fair share of songs like K-pop artists
and
buy
they
their
auto-tune a lot, too.
They do, too. I mean, like, I don't see what American artists have over K-pop artists, except the fact that they get a better foot into the world, and English is just a more
widely known language.
Yeah, maybe that, or it's just like it's a popular one. I mean, people in Korea they mention English in their songs.
It doesn't always make sense though.
Yeah.
The other thing
English.
is that yes, that's the technical term.
English.
English. The other thing is that for American artists, there's a huge variety. American music industry is the number one leading in the music industry. So we have a bigger variety than they do. Some of their songs sound a lot alike, but that's mostly because they're made by the same company who makes the lyrics.
Infinite, for example.
Yes. I think they're from Sweet Tunes, and a lot of songs sound kind of similar.
That's
they move slower in a way, so that's kind of why. Another thing is that people say that they copy American concepts. Kind of, yeah. It's kind of running fast, but let's try to make it fast.
What?
Yes.
Running late.
It's running.
Yeah.
It's very long.
And
so,
we can't edit this, and we're really sorry. It's long.
Yes. The other thing is that, let's just do this really fast. A lot of people say they copy American. Well, stars, again, like I mentioned before, America is the number one
music right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Lady Gaga, who doesn't know her?
So, quite honestly, there's only so many ideas you could possibly have until, like, there's just a
That's
brilliant
not
one.
Well,
Another thing is that, guys, seriously, well, I'm not saying they're not the only ones. There's a ton of new ideas, but you have a lot of groups. There's only so much you can really do. I mean, they auto-tune it so much.
I don't think so. That's just my
No,
opinion.
I mean, not auto-tune the voices. I mean, they add, like, a lot of background noises.
Well, yeah, but that's pop. You add background noises.
I know, but if you compare it to American ones, they add, like, the clapping sound in the background, yes, but with K-pop, they add layers and layers of it. Some aren't as noticeable until you take it away.
Well, that would, in my opinion, I think they used electro in, like, a not moderation, but to make the sound catchy.
Exactly.
I mean,
yes, it's a good thing. But it's different. So, again, Americans aren't always that big to it. Like, any person's not really big to something that they're not used to.
Yes.
One more thing. Last topic is the expanding into America.
Yes, Wonder Girls is they had their own show, but
Yeah.
the reason why I don't think they're going to succeed is because their acting skills are not necessarily the best. And unless you're really a fan of the Wonder Girls, like my friend John, he loves the Wonder Girls.
Yes.
You're not really gonna watch the show. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Wonder Girls. I don't think they're not talented. I like them, but as an actress, I'm just like, what is this? You know? I mean, I think music's their strength, and they should try more American singles. But I think they should try getting a show. And I remember when SNSD came into America, I don't think they went on the right shows. They went on David Letterman, and they also went on Kelly.
The Good Morning Show, whatever.
Yeah, the Good Morning Show. I watched both of them. I stayed up late. I'm a soul, definitely. They just weren't appealing.
Dude,
I mean,
running too long.
to the right crowds, like people like
younger people.
younger kids don't watch at 12 o'clock at night.
The older generation probably won't be so into it.
Yeah.
I mean, like they're not even into American
Unless
music.
you're like a, never mind. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I mean the people on the Kelly show, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. 90% of like the high school kids are in school. So I mean you're not gonna get the high school kids that you want, especially the guys. They like SNSD, right? Pretty faces, girls can sing, they can dance too. You know.
But other than shows and other than that, maybe another thing with Wonder Girls, they're not as widely known as they were before. Like after Nobody But You, whatever that title was, it was a really awesome song.
And it was popular here, I remember.
I know, but after Hyuna left, and then there's all these problems, and they had to like take. They were on hiatus.
Whatever. Hiatus.
For a while.
Wasn't it hiatus?
Whatever. Anyway, you know what we're talking about. They were just like on leave for a little while. When you do that for too long, some people kind of lose interest unless you're like huge thing. Like Shiny, they've been on the Japan tour after they came back. Their Sherlock is kind of hold them off a little bit, but they're going back to the Japan one. The other thing is that SM Town. SM Town.
Can't wait.
Yes.
But I don't know when it's coming to New York, and I'm just gonna die.
Okay. Anyway, SM Town all the way in California. At least SM has made a foothold. They have put their place. They've marked an area.
People have liked it.
Yes.
They're going back. I know people that want to go, but can't get there because it's in California and it's on a school day.
Oh, and across the entire country.
Yeah.
So at least they're slowly making progress. I think in some ways there's some brilliant things they do. Certain companies do brilliant things.
And then they just do like.
Then they just
What
mess
was
up.
that?
Yeah, it's useless.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
so
this is
it's
getting
really
long, and you know what? You don't have to watch the whole thing. You just skip ahead.
Yeah.
But we will make another video. I think today I want to do one on plastic. Okay, so bye.
Bye. So that's kind of our opinion. It's kind of odd, but
It's not really.
Just
Peace.